Hi, my name's Erika Gonzales. I'm the owner and founder of From Dusk Till Dog, LLC. I'm also a certified dog trainer, behavior consultant, and dog lifestyle expert. My ethos and my mission is to help pet parents everywhere enhance the bond with their dogs. And the way to do that is through better communication with them and a better understanding of who dogs are and how they learn. And the way to do that is by utilizing humane, science-based, positive reinforcement techniques and methodologies. I also strive to make sure all of our content is as easy to follow as possible, leading to more pet parents actually feeling empowered to try some of this stuff at home with their dogs and see results. I always believe that there's several defining moments in your career. And if I had to name a few, definitely graduating dog training school would be one. Even oddly enough, this whole state of affairs with the pandemic and quarantine has forced me to innovate with my business in particular. And I think we've made some really important changes and have evolved with what's going on that is going to positively impact our business for many years to come. But if I had to pick one specific defining moment, it would probably be the day I put in my notice at my corporate office job. I knew then and there that I not only had to make it as an entrepreneur, but I really felt that I would. And after leaving there that day, I knew I'd never step foot back in an office, at least not for work. And I haven't. So once I did that, I truly never looked back. Well, gee, how much time do you have? I could talk for hours about what I love about dogs. There's so many reasons. I have been fascinated by dogs and dog behavior since I was a young child. And unfortunately for me at the time, I couldn't have a dog, but I did get one once I was a young adult, and I learned even more about what I love about them. But some of the things that I love are, I feel that they are pretty much the epitome of what unconditional love looks like. And I really value that with my dogs. Any of us who have dogs know exactly what I'm talking about. They're always happy to see you. They're always up for whatever we want to do, ready to go out on a walk, ready to go adventure with us. They're also really forgiving and resilient. They enjoy the simple things in life. They live very much in the moment, a lesson for all of us humans, of course. And lastly, I feel that they are super non-judgmental. They don't judge you. They don't care what you look like that day, if you have a bad hair day, if you've had a bad day in general. They don't care what's in your bank account. They don't care how much money you make or what job you have or what you do. They love you for who you are. And I think that we can learn a heck of a lot from our dogs. I'd say generally speaking, my biggest client challenges tend to stem from our society's need for quick fixes and fast results and instant gratification. I feel that with the internet and on-demand movies and ordering food to your house or getting something online that you want, getting it delivered in a day, everyone's used to getting some level of result quickly. And when it comes to dog training, I think that spills over into that area as well, leaving people disappointed if their dog is not responding almost instantaneously. Then I have to walk them through how behavior modification works. Just like with people, our behavior takes some time to change. And we should be able to appreciate and empathize with that with our dogs. But when people are facing behavioral issues with their dogs and they're facing puppies that they need to have trained on certain things as quickly as possible for safety concerns or family concerns and so forth, it can be frustrating for some clients with the amount of time and consistency and effort that it may take for those goals that they have set in mind for their dog. Now, this need for instant gratification, unfortunately, is at the detriment of our dogs. A lot of people that are not seeing very fast results can fall subject to aversive training techniques and utilizing tools or methodologies that instill fear, intimidation, discomfort, or even pain on their dogs to get these results. And it can seem very flashy and it can seem like it's working, but it comes at a cost. Those types of methods can lead to all sorts of anxiety, stress, phobias, fears, even aggression. And I've seen it firsthand, unfortunately, with people that have come to me after the fact. And so I urge everyone, when you're trying to work with your dogs on behavior modification, think of it like you trying to change a behavior. Empathize with it. It takes time, and doing it positively not only gets you the results that you're looking for, but it does not come with any negative side effects. In fact, it comes with positive side effects, like your dog looking over to you more frequently, or paying attention more to you, or just enhancing your bond even further and helping your communication grow. Okay, if I had to sum up all the lessons I've learned from working with dogs into a few, I'd probably break it down into 4 major points. Number 1 would be, if you're trying to work with your dog, if you're trying to train them on a new behavior, or if you're trying to modify their behavior, you want to make sure that your timing and your feedback with your dog when you're teaching them is very good. Timeliness is one of the most important things in dog training, in my opinion, so that's number 1. Lesson number 2 would be, you never have to utilize any aversive training techniques or harmful, hurtful, or painful tools on your dog in order to train them, regardless of their breed, their age, their temperament, or their history. Lesson number 3 is, you'd be very surprised what a couple of minutes a day can do for your training goals. You do not have to train your dog a few hours a day every day in order to train them. You just need a few minutes a few times a day. It's all about keeping it consistent, not so much that you're blocking out large chunks of time to train them. It's more about keeping it as a part of their day-to-day so that your dog starts to realize this is part of their routine. Once you do that, you'll really start to see some results. Lesson number 4, and probably the most important one, although they're all important, of course, but the most important one that I've learned is that dog behavior change is largely, if not solely, but largely determined by human behavior change. This means that if we want to change our dog's behavior, we must change our own.